What's up, everyone? Welcome to our channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Zach, and I want to welcome you to today's video where I'm going to be doing my April TBR through a fun TBR game. There's a lot that went into this. I had a different game planned, and then that didn't go the way that I wanted. So I'm actually pulling at an old game that I did last year, which is where I used my Zodiac spin wheel to pick my TBR based on the characteristics of these Zodiac signs. I want to start off this by saying I'm not someone who knows a ton about Zodiac things, and I've used just a basic understanding on the internet to sort of pick these prompts. So just be aware of that. Like, I'm not someone who knows super a lot about this, so I'm sure it could be critiqued, and I needed to keep it really broad. So just be mindful of that. I want to invite you at home to play along, though, and if you want to type your TBR that you did while I spun these in the comments, I would love that. I would love to hear from you and what books you picked for your TBR based on the spin wheel and the prompts that I gave you. Just really quick before we get started, a reminder about what's going on in the Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, it's linked in the description box below. There's lots of fun things going on over there, read-alongs, community, just fun things. We read a book together every month, and we've just recently restarted doing that again. And for this past March, or the month that we're in while I'm filming this, and probably when you're viewing it or early April, March's read was a Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it, gave it 5 stars, and I enjoyed chatting with people about it. For April, we're reading Wayward, which is essentially like a feminist, witchy, gothic story told over a span of like 100 years of 3 different people. So I'm excited to see what people's takes on this are. I'm excited to read it. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I'm excited to connect with everyone else in the Discord about it. If you'd like to join again, it's linked in the description box below. Discord is a free thing. You don't need to pay anything to join. And if you just want to connect with other readers, we would love to have you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel, and then I'm going to pick books based on prompts, just basic one-word description of the sign after doing very vague research on the internet. So without further ado, I'm going to pick 10 books. Let's get right into the prompts. Let's spin the wheel. All right. I do have to like kind of slow down the wheel on the back because if not, this thing spins forever. And we're going to use the head of the snake. Okay, let's see. I don't know my Zodiac signs very well. That's like right on a line. That's okay. We'll just turn it a little bit. I don't know my Zodiac signs very well, so I have a little cheat code on the back. Okay, so the first one is a Capricorn, and I put emotional. So I am going to pick a book that I think will be emotional or bring out some kind of emotion. For this purpose of editing and camera strength, etc., I am going to keep a tally mark and then pick the books at the end. So I'm going to do all my spins right now. I know some people prefer it different ways, but if you're playing along at home or you want to skip through this part to see what books were picked, go for it. I'm going to go ahead and quickly do the other spins. So that was one spin. Let's see what we get next. We already got emotional. We don't need any more emotional things. All right, let's see. Using my little cheat sheet. Looks like that is Virgo. So I wrote Get It Done. Okay, so this is going to be a book that I have been putting off for a really long time, that I've been really wanting to read, and I'm just going to get it done. I'm going to get motivated like a Virgo, and I'm going to get it done. All right. All right, let's see what else we get. We got emotional, something we need to get done. Oh, I think this is my sign. You guys can see that I'm learning these things. Actually, no, it's not. That's not my sign. This is January, a Capricorn. Oh, I already did this one? Oh, wait, no, I looked at the wrong thing. 6. Okay. You guys can see that I need to learn more about my Zodiac things. Feel free to let me know that in the comments. Okay, number 6 is March, which is a Pisces, and I put sensitive. Okay. So we're going to pick a book that might have some sensitive topics, might bring out a sensitive emotion, that sort of thing. Okay, picking these books is going to be interesting. It'll be really interesting. But that's the whole point of the fun. All right. Number 9. That is... Number 9, as if you guys need to know about my cheat sheet. That is June, Gemini, and I put curious. So a book I've been very curious about or brings out curiosity. Okay, that's going to be fun. So far, I have a lot of different prompts. I'm pretty excited about this. All right. definitely already got this one. Okay, that's number 12. All right, so another book that I just need to get done. Sounds like it's going to be a productive month for me. Thank you, Spinwheel. But we did say we're letting the stars pick, right? So apparently the stars are like, Zach, you just need to get some things done. And I don't really need a reminder of that. I know that I need to get some things done. All right, this is December Sagittarius, which I put adventurous, okay? So that was spin number 6 if you're keeping track at home. And at the end, I will go through and remind you of all the prompts that we've gotten so far, just in case. Let's see. I'm going to turn it a little. Number 9. Did we already get this one? We did. Okay. I'm tempted to change it because we already got this one. But we're letting the stars pick, so we got to put the trust in the universe. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go with this one. Is that one we've gotten? Oh my gosh, guys, what the heck? Adventurous. Okay, I really, I guess I really need to lean into what the universe is saying because we're getting a lot of the same prompts. Which is, me needing to get things done. Okay, I think this is my sign. 8. Yes, Taurus, that's me. Okay. Relaxing. Blessed be, because we have had a lot of get it done, adventurous, curiosity. So something relaxing will be nice. And that is my birthday. My birthday is in May 11th. So I am a Taurus. Oh, that didn't spin very well. This is our last spin. Spin number 10. Boom. What is it? What's it going to be? It's on the line. We're just going to turn it a little bit. Number 2, which is my cheat sheet number. Okay, Scorpio, November. So this is Casey's sign. And I wrote hard ass. So I'm going to pick a book that seems really hard or might have a tough outer shell, something that I've been afraid to approach because, Scorpios have that, we should not be afraid of people who are Scorpios, but, just that it'll bite you sort of thing, but also my wife is a Scorpio, so I know they're also loving and wonderful people. Okay. Those were our 10 spins. Let's go over really quick what we got. So we're going to find one emotional book, one book that has sensitive topics or might elicit a sensitive emotion, a book that is relaxing. We need 2 books that we're curious about, 2 books that we just need to get done, 1 book that's a hard-ass sort of book, and then 2 books that are adventurous. Okay, you go pick your books, I'm going to go pick my books, and then we'll reconvene. Okay, I'm back with my books, if you can't tell. I wanted to give you a quick preview of all the spines. I'm going to go bam, bam, bam through these pretty quickly and just tell you a little bit about what I know. Hopefully I'll be vlogging some next month. I have a few targeted videos, themed-ish videos that I'm working through, but this is what I picked. There's a wide range of books between romance, fantasy, I'm going to drop these and then I might cry, rereads, there's a lot in here. So let's go bam, bam, bam and talk about why I chose them. And then if you chose books, go ahead and share those if you want. All right, so the first one was an emotional book. So for that, I picked Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker. This is the second book in the, I guess it's the Wild series, or this Simple Wild. I think it's just called the Wild series. But basically, I read this first book about a month ago, 2 months ago, called The Simple Wild. This is the second one in that series. It's a romance about a girl who is trying to discover herself and build a relationship with her father who is dying. That's not a spoiler. It's literally in the synopsis. She's living in Toronto. He's in Alaska. They're estranged. She goes to visit him in Alaska as he's dying. Again, not a spoiler. And she meets a pilot there. Her dad owns an aircraft company. It's a grumpy sunshine. It's what I call romance plus, meaning there's more to the story than the romance. I feel like there's genuine love and connection. There's funny moments in it. I just loved The Simple Wild. I'm going to be making a video soon about my favorite books of the year so far. The Simple Wild will definitely be in that video. Spoiler alert. But I really, really loved it. And it brings out a lot of emotion. It's just written so well, but balances it well with humor. A lot of atmosphere, beautiful scenery of Alaska. And it ends on a cliffhanger. And so I'm very excited that the second book actually continues their story. Plus, look at this cover. It's absolutely beautiful. So I picked The Simple Wild. I don't know where to put these books. You guys can't see, but there's not a lot of space in front of me. All right, the next one I was supposed to pick was something sensitive. So I actually picked a book that I started and got like 120 pages into and decided it wasn't the time for me then. But that is The Simple Life of Addie LaRue. You've probably heard of this book. I'm sure you have. V.E. Schwab is one of my favorite authors. Her book, Gallant, was my favorite book of last year. I actually got a tattoo on my chest from that book because I loved it so much. And so I do want to finish this book. I did not like it. It just wasn't the right time for me. And I remember everything to the point that I read, so I don't need to reread or anything like that. But essentially, the idea behind this book is there's a girl who makes a deal with the devil. And because of that, nobody can remember or recognize her until one day somebody does. That's essentially the premise that you need to know. But this messes with like time and love and memory and remembrance. I guess memory and remembrance are sort of the same thing, but I mean like remembrance of you as a human being, feeling alone and isolated. Yeah, I am really excited to dive back into this. If you guys want me to do like a review or a vlog of this, I would be happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Again, V.E. Schwab is one of my favorite authors, so I feel like she can't do any wrong in my opinion. But we'll see. Another one of her books actually made it into this stack as well. So, all right, the next one I needed to pick was relaxing. I picked the third book in the Hawthorne and... what's the other guy's name? Hawthorne and... Horowitz, yeah, the author, duh. He's a character in the book, sort of. Anyways, I love this series. This is the third book in the Hawthorne and Horowitz mystery series. It's a detective fiction. Not a lot you need to know going into it, except for I find them very relaxing. I speed through them. I find the mysteries compelling. The two main characters' banters is quite comical. I find that the mysteries are really like intellectual. Like I feel like Anthony Horowitz really gets you thinking and reveals things at such a wonderful and masterful pace that it keeps you reading and keeps you turning the page. I remember I finished this last one, the second one. This isn't the last one. There's 4. This is 3. I finished number 2 as the clock went past midnight on January 1st and was reading until like 1:30 in the morning, which if you know anything about me, I do not stay up very late, so that was kind of a big deal. But I absolutely love these. I do find them very relaxing and easy to get into, which is exactly what I need right now. So I'm glad I got this prompt and glad that this was one of my choices. So moving away from the emotional and relaxing into curious. So I had to pick 2 books that I'm very curious about. Both of these sort of have video concept ideas behind them, which I'll tell you a little bit about. The first one is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is a series I've been curious about for a really long time. If you watch Larry Reed's, who's a wonderful booktuber, she is friends with Lauren Asher and recently did a video with her. And I just fell in love with Lauren Asher's personality and goofiness. And it made me very curious about the kind of books that she writes because of the person that she presents as, at least in the video, which doesn't tell you a lot about a person clearly. But I don't know. I just really liked her. So I was like, you know, I really need to get on this. This is like a billionaire series. To be honest, I don't really know anything else about it except for I believe she's his assistant and he has a lot of money and is doing like a theme park. I don't really know, but I either plan to do a vlog of her books or like a video wrap up after I read all 3 of them because the most recent one just came out. I owned this one and the second one, but not the third one yet. I wanted to make sure I liked them before I bought the third one. But I do plan to do some sort of review on this, whether that's a vlog or a wrap up at the end of the series because they are so popular. But yeah, The Fine Print was one that I'm curious about. And then I don't know what sort of video series I'm going to do for this next one that I picked for curiosity, but I do want to incorporate this in a video of some sort. So if you have an idea, feel free to let me know in the comments. But that is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Again, I don't know much about this book, but what I do know is she's like a dancer, not a dancer. She's trying to get on Team USA. What is it called? They're not a dancer, ice skater. I don't know. I know it's a really tough sport, like ice skating, I guess. And she meets this guy who's on the hockey team. He's the team captain. They have to share a rink. They don't like each other, so enemies to lovers. Her skating partner faces an uncertain future. She may have to look to Nate to help take her shot. So I guess helping her with skating because he's a hockey player. I've heard that this is extremely spicy. I don't love a lot of spice, so I'm a little bit concerned about that going into this. And it's like 400 pages. This is a big book. But I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and it's been compared to The Deal, which I love The Deal. If the spice is done well and it feels genuine, I can totally get down with that. But I guess we'll find out. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a video on like books I was unsure if I would like. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Moving on to Get It Done. So these are two books that I have been needing to read for a long time and just need to get it done. So I picked A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, which I've actually already read this book. But I read it years ago when my reading taste was not what it is today. I feel like I'm a much better reader. I'm more well-read. I'm more open-minded. I like a lot more than I used to. And I love V.E. Schwab as a writer now. And I think even if this, because their books are all different. Like, they write so many different kinds of books. And so I think even if this one isn't my favorite, I will appreciate it more now, having loved Gallant so much. Essentially, this is a fantasy book, and they're writing another series, a spinoff series based off this that's coming out this year. And I really feel this pressure to catch up. This is basically about an alternative London where there are like 3 different Londons, red, white, and black, and they have different characteristics. And there's a main character, Kel, who can go through all of the worlds from what I remember. I remember there's this missing artifact or something magical, and then he runs into Delilah Bard, and I think she's an enemy. And it's like an adventure story, a magical adventure story with the artifacts, I think. I don't remember a lot, and I didn't love it when I read it. So I'll be interested to find out, like, maybe this series just isn't for me, but I'm really, really hoping and thinking I can get more on board than I was able to when I read it a few years ago. So, one that I need to get done. Another one I've been meaning to get done for a really long time. Well, really long time, as in this book just came out in January, I think. But it's been on my mind a lot since it came out. I've been talking about it a lot. I've been saying I'm going to read it. I just need to get it done. That is Take the Lead by Alexis Darrier. This book didn't come out for the first time in January. It was republished and recovered. And it's like, it says a dance-off novel. I love dance scenes and TV shows and movies. So I hope that that translates to the page. Because there's so much like, I can't dance, period. But from watching it, there's so much like intimacy that's transpired through the art of dance. And I hope that that is going to come across on the page. I've heard good things about it. So we'll see. I don't really know anything about it except they are on a dance reality show. They have secrets. Someone has secrets. I don't know. Their privacy is being invaded because they're on this dance show. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know much about this book, and I kind of want to keep it that way. But I'll keep you guys updated. It'll either be in a wrap-up or a vlog of some sort. You'll know my opinions on it whenever I do read it. I've heard good things about it, though, since it came out. And then to finish off the last few really quickly, the next one was... Wait, did I go out of order here? Get it done... I don't know. Something seems out of order. I don't know. The next one is a hard-ass book, and I actually picked Six of Crows because I really just need to get this done, and I feel like I'm sort of being a hard-ass about it. Like, it's so hyped right now. The TV show has come out. I've read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which has grown on me a lot over time, and I've really grown to like it. And that's supposed to be the weaker. So I just need to get this done. You probably know what Six of Crows is about. It's a heist novel. It's supposed to have really good characters. I already know a lot about the world. I really want to watch the show. I need to stop being a hard ass, and I just need to read this freaking book because I know I'm going to love it. So it's time that I do that. The last two are adventurous. So I picked 2 books that sort of feel adventurous. If you watched my March TBR, this one's left over from that. That is The Foxglove King. This is a story about a girl who can raise the dead, and a kingdom and a king want to use her for that power. It's supposed to be very romantic, fantasy romance. It's by the author Hannah Witten. She has another best-selling series. I can't remember the name of it. Something Red Wolf something. I don't know. I didn't read that series, but this one really appealed to me because it seems like it's politics and romance, and raising the dead is just something that I feel like I can really get on board with. Sorry, I'm rushing through these last few because I have a few other things to do this evening, and I'm really excited, and I want to get this video out to you guys. So last book is The Hero of Ages, which is book 3 in the Mistborn series. This whole series has been adventurous for me. I'm on book 2 right now. There's a read-along of this in the Discord as well. We're reading through all the Cosmere books, and you can read at your own pace or start wherever you want or end wherever you want. There's like threads where you can chat. I'm on the second book, and I'm absolutely loving it. I am vlogging my entire experience through the Cosmere. So the first video is already out. It's spoiler and spoiler free, and it's easily skippable if you want to skip through spoiler. I made it very clear when I was talking about spoilers. So I'm working on the second vlog right now for the second book, and I do plan to read book 3 in April. That's the plan. Yeah, those are the books that I plan to read in April. I'm very excited. I feel very rejuvenated and very refreshed and very excited about booktube and reading and connecting with you all. So feel free to join us on the Discord or talk in the comments. I would love to hear from you all. And it's been a pleasure to spend my evening filming this video. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think and what you're reading. So until next time, take care of yourselves genuinely, not the way we just say that in society of like hashtag self-care. Like actually take care of yourself, do things to uplift yourself, give yourself energy. Yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.